So this is the Mini GT Toyota Supra A90 with the PANDEM wide body kit. And this particular one has the HKS splash livery, which makes this car look absolutely next level. And behind the car is the packaging, and that is the A90 Supra made by Kyosho that I reviewed a good few months ago now. So we're going to take a look at the packaging, and then I'm going to take a deep dive detailed review into this car and compare it against that car. Make sense? Let's go. We're going to switch places between these two. So this is the HKS Supra packaging. It's the standard new Mini GT packaging, including we have the shiny spots here. And the box actually didn't arrive to me in the state that I wanted. You can see there are some just scuffs on the boxes, and this little scuff right here, which, come on, man, you could do a better job transporting that, right? Yeah, I think Mini GT boxes, I just really care about how they come, because the Mini GT box is such a kind of precisely designed, beautiful thing. It just ruins it when there's like a little dent right there. Just come on. Anyways, the box is finished in gray. We have a matte finish along the right side of the box, flowing over to the car, and also the Mini GT logo on the left side of the box is also finished in matte, and the rest of the box are finished in a shiny finish, which looks pretty good. It makes the box look very 3D. Right, now onto the car. So basically, I'm gonna go through the all the details of the cars, and then we're gonna compare the two cars together. Sounds good, let's go. So for the front, obviously, we have the start of the PANDEM body kit. We have the PANDEM lip that goes all the way around here, and the front, well, we have the Toyota Tempos right there, and we have Advan and Yokohama. And also the front, we have the average Mini GT plastic headlights, which look really good and really aggressive on this car. Check that out. And also you can see the there's a small silver stripe inside of the headlight, and I think those are supposed to be LEDs. They represent that quite nicely. I like it. Right, so now moving down to the side. The side is what I really like about this car. First of all, the side has the HKS splash livery running through the side, and then the biggest bonus point is the white Advan GT wheels. Check this out. This is just absolutely beautiful. These wheels, Advan GT wheels, are like probably my favorite JDM wheels, and they just look so good. Like, look at that. Look at this. They just look so good on this car, and the gray plus white just looks awesome. So obviously on the side we have the HKS Hypermax logo, because that is the whole livery of this car. We have Yokohama Bright Endless and the Advan Racing GTs, which is the wheels on the car. And I gotta say, man, these look absolutely stunning. So we also have the HKS Hypermax logo up front, and also we have the really cool splash, these splash colors, and just the splash going on throughout the car onto the rear as well. So the rear, we have this giant bumper mounted wing, and we also have carbon decal on the wing as well, which is pretty nice. And if you notice, you just look below the giant wing, we have a ducktail wing. So this car has two wings, which I'm kind of curious to see what the car would look like without the giant GT wing. Maybe Mini GT is gonna release a version with just the ducktail. I think that'll look really clean as well. And actually, for this car, something really special is these flaps down here. These flaps really do look like RWB flaps. Like, this is a very RWB design, so I don't know how PANDEM actually did this. Did they ask RWB, or I don't know, but I think these look really cool, and you can often see them on RWB Porsches, and they also have the carbon fiber detail on them, which look really nice. So the car is finished in a overall kind of metallic matte gray, which I think looks really good. If you see here, it's not just matte gray, there are like little metallic plates in there that kind of shine, you know? Check it out. Yeah, it just looks really nice. And for the windshield banner, we have Global Time Attack, which I don't know if this was on the original car, but that looks like a kind of odd thing. I think the most odd thing about this car is definitely the Global Time Attack windshield banner. Like, what is this doing here? Like, I don't know if this was on the original car, but yeah, you can go check that out if you want. Anyways, continuing on the rear, we also have the Toyota emblem, and actually, I just noticed now, the insides of the Toyota emblem are actually black instead of just the base, gray. So that's a nice detail, which is good. I'm zooming, waiting. Great, Mini GT. Now onto the license plate. License plate, we don't have a exact plate, we just have a HKS logo on there, and also the back we can also see the gorgeous splash livery, and we have the GR logo right there. And the exhaust tips are blue tip exhaust, though not very convincing blue tip exhaust. They just kind of look blue and not really have a titanium feel to it. And also we have this thing that I think is the Supra's reverse light, which just looks amazing. And I think the rear has my second favorite body detail. Look at that. Look at the rear lights. You can actually see the rear lights are actually individual pieces of plastic, but on those plastic we actually have printed tampos resembling the LED lights, which just makes this thing look so good. Look at that. That is awesome, Mini GT. I love this kind of just attention to detail. And also, another thing that is worth mentioning is we have these stripes down the winch back window, which I don't know what they do, but Mini GT cars tend to have these stripes a lot. And yeah, this body kit, I think, just really, the stock Supra looks great, but with the Panda body kit, it looks so much better. It just takes the car's stock lines and just makes it so much more sexier. And now we're going to be comparing the Kyosho and the Kyosho Supra and the Mini GT Supra. So the Kyosho Supra, we're gonna get all of the modifications. I'm gonna list all of the mods that I've done to this car, so just to get it out of the way. So mods I've done to this car are Advan RG wheels, some tampos on here. These are some TRD decals on here, and a custom front lip. And that's all. No more mods on this car. And so the kind of things that I want to compare these cars, because this is not obviously a fair comparison, because the Mini GT one has a body kit, but the Kyosho one doesn't have a body kit. I want to just compare how they did the details. So, a bit of background information. The Mini GT costed 370 NT, which is about 10-13 US dollars, and the Kyosho costed 600 NT, which is about 20 US dollars. So this one is definitely more expensive. We'll see if it's better. So when we look at the front of this car, so the headlights, in terms of the headlights, the Kyosho definitely has more detail. You can look inside, and we have some LED details, but the Kyosho mainly focused on the light bulbs and not the LED strips. And the Mini GT headlights, they focus heavily on the LED strips, which I think just makes the car look a lot better, because if you kind of compare the headlights, the Mini GT headlight is a lot darker than the Kyosho headlights. So they kind of compensated for that by adding this really bright LED strip in the middle. But the Kyosho headlights just kind of look pretty bright, and you can't really see a LED strip. So I think I do like the Mini GT headlights more. And now another thing that I kind of want to mention is, if you look at the Kyosho's mirrors, you can see we have the mirror detail. We have the silver accents on the mirror, which really makes it look great. And also the mirrors are clear coated, which gives them a shiny look. And the mirrors are actually hard, so they're actually plastic. But the Mini GT mirrors, you can see right here, they don't have any clear coat on it. And moving onto the back of the mirror, they don't have any accents on the mirror, and the mirrors are actually soft. So yeah, which one do I like more? I definitely like the Kyosho mirrors a lot more, because I think I do like rubber mirrors, because they do kind of minimize the risk of snapping the mirrors off and then having to repair it, because obviously that is a pain in the butt, because mirrors are just so small and you have to take a ply and just hold it like that and wait until the glue is dry. But I think this mirror is just a tap too small, if you not too small, too soft, if you get what I mean. Like I know it's soft, but I think this is just a bit too soft. It just makes the mirror feel unnecessarily fragile. Right, now moving on to the rear. So the rear, the Kyosho car, doesn't have the stripes on the windshields, and I gotta say, I do like the windshields with these stripes. It makes the car look a bit more realistic. And now the part that I want to compare the most, the rear lights. So keep in mind the Kyosho was 2 times as expensive as the Mini GT lights. But the rear lights are just a piece of plastic. Like, we just have a red piece of plastic. But Mini GT, on the other hand, they have a dark red piece of plastic, and they also printed tampos on there to have the LED look. I mean, just look at that. Totally different. Look at that. So yeah, I think this is just a pretty interesting review. You guys kind of got a extra by me comparing the Mini GT and Kyoshos together. I certainly hope you enjoyed this video. It's already 10 minutes long, so I'm going to end it right here. You can find me on Instagram at PocketRocket64, where you can find interesting content like diecast photography, diorama, and some WPLD 12 stuff. And also, I do have a big update on the WPLD 12 coming. I finished the blue and the clear coat today, and I'm just waiting on a bunch of accessories for that. So I'll film a video when that's done. It's been Pocket Rockets. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this type of video, this type of kind of reviewing and comparing videos. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.